Hi everyone, my name's Eliza and I'm a YMO at St. John's College Woodlawn. Today I'm here with Josh. And this year for Proclaim Lismore students, we've been focusing on getting to know everyone's story. So Josh, I'd just like to start off. Do you want to tell your story and then we can go from there?
Yes. So I'm 23 years old. I'm from the States. So grew up in Denver, Colorado. Lived in Dallas, Texas for the past 5 or 6 years. My dad is like a traveling Catholic speaker, and so I grew up in a very spiritual household, I guess, like a really cradle Catholic household. And it wasn't really until I left and went to university that it was kind of like my decision. Am I actually gonna follow the faith that my family gave me, or am I just gonna do my own thing? And it's been a big journey of just I was trying to play baseball and all this, and but God just I don't know, I just really kind of in that journey just found God and created a personal relationship with Him, and He just completely transformed my life. And now I'm a hip hop artist that just speaks about that journey.
So like when you say you're a hip hop artist, like what got you into doing like hip hop?
Man, when I was a little kid, I was just always obsessed with hip hop. I love the story aspect of it. And if you really just dive into an album or something, you can and you can really just understand a person, what they've been through, and the thoughts inside their thought process, and just there's just I just feel like you can just really dive deep and just really see so many layers of the person in hip hop, where it's kind of like somebody said that hip hop's sort of like a sneaky testimony, or a homily almost, and you can just really just dive in and tell a story, or spread the gospel, if that's what you want to do. And so but I'd say I always say what got me into hip hop was Linkin Park, actually. Because that was the first time I heard hip hop elements in music, and Mike Shinoda. He's like the rapper in Linkin Park, and from there I just was like, man, I don't know what this is, but this is awesome. And then I started listening to Black Eyed Peas, and then Dr. Dre, and then just down the rabbit hole, just every single. I listen to a bunch of hip hop music now.
Hip hop can be I guess sometimes seen in negative light. What's your view on that?
If you go back to where the genre originated, it was actually meant to be a really positive impact on their just communities and everything, and just people in just not the greatest part of towns and stuff, instead of going out and partaking in something crazy, they would just be outside of their house just dancing to hip hop and all this, and just it was meant to be a voice for people who just they just wanted to express what was going on,
and get the communities together, I guess, as well.
But I do think I think the music industry has sort of exposed hip hop and what it was trying to be, because it does speak it's really raw, it's in your face, and they just explain hey, this is what's going on in my surroundings. And I do think that the music industry has sort of twisted that, and instead of exposing the truth, they're sort of glorifying the darkness in their stories, and acting like it was a cool thing, but that's not what hip hop was originated to be.
100%. Do you reckon what was I gonna say? Being a male in and being a Catholic, do you reckon from being at school, there's so many males that don't want to express who they are, and they're afraid to step out of their comfort zones? Do you find it hard, and what advice would you give them, if you were speaking to them right now, what would you say?
If I could go back and do high school all over again, I just wish I didn't care what people thought. I just got so wrapped up in just wanting to fit in and wanting to be cool. I was really into music when I was in 3rd grade, and I wanted to be a part of the plays, and I wanted to learn an instrument, but my friends made fun of me one day for singing, and I just that put me on a whole new journey where I was oh, I guess I have to be into sports, if I want to survive high school.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I just started like doing sports and all that, and it wasn't until I was like 18 or 19 and I just realized I was like trying so hard to be something I'm not, and it just ended up like leading me down the wrong path. And that's why I made those mistakes. That's why I left the faith, because like I just wasn't being myself. And it wasn't until I just had the confidence just to be who God made me to be, and God just led me back to seeking Him and His kingdom, and also my passions and the gifts that He put in my DNA.
Yeah. Well, like speaking like of gifts, like expressing like your gifts, like say if you're not musically like talented, or like that's not your gift, like what would you say to those people that trying to express their gifts, like, and them afraid to come out of that, and what would you say to those people?
I would say first, it takes patience, like it takes a long time just to have experience and just formation and figuring out where God's calling you. But also just sit in silence, sit with God, and just get away from all distractions, all voices that are telling you who you need to be and what you need to be like and all that, and just sit and just ask God, who am I? And it might take some time, but first just do that and realize what do you love, what makes you want to get up in the morning, or what's something that you're really good at and you really enjoy, and just figure that out. And then just start brainstorming with God. How can this be a tiny puzzle piece in gaining ground for the kingdom? How can I create community with this? It doesn't have to be art. I think art's an amazing avenue that impacts culture.
Yeah.
But our church, we need architects, we need business managers, we need accountants to help the artists and all this. Like everybody, yeah. Artists, we're horrible at finances. We're all broke. But everybody has a role to play.